Now at noon, we continue following breaking news in Whitestown. Police say a woman has died from a shooting just before 7 this morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Melissa Crash. CBS 4's Claire Curry joins us live from the scene right now with the very latest from police. Claire, I know you've just learned brand new information. What do we know?
Yeah, good morning, Melissa. I'm here in the Heritage neighborhood on Mays Lane, where a woman was shot and killed just after 7 a.m. this morning after showing up to the wrong home for work. Now, Whitestown police say the call originally came in as a possible home invasion, but officers are now saying that is no longer the case and it is a shooting investigation. Their most recent update, which just came in the last few minutes, says that their investigation is leading them to believe this woman was potentially a cleaning crew who went to the wrong address. Police say the woman was found on the front porch with the fatal shot coming from inside of the home. We were able to get closer to the house once investigators cleared the scene, and you can see that the bullet actually went through the front door. Police tell us that several people were inside the home at the time of the shooting. They have been detained for questioning, along with several others near the scene. Neighbors say the subdivision has had a few car break-ins as of late, but is otherwise quiet.
We never heard anything, but my wife was up early and she saw what seemed to be a deceased person in the street beside a van. She didn't know what happened or anything, but that was before the police officers got here on the scene.
We'll continue to follow this story, and I'll have more coming up later this evening. Reporting in Whitestown, Claire Curry, CBS 4 News.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another sad, informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this cold Monday. I'm doing pretty good myself. I was real surprised by the snow we got over the weekend. It's starting to melt away, but nevertheless, I didn't like seeing that. It's been pretty chilly around here ever since then. I come across this particular story thanks to the sister Queen I Know Who I Am for hipping me to it. Now, I was born and raised in Indiana all my life, okay? And I've never heard of a town called Whitestown, all right? I've never, ever heard of this town before. But you know, this country, man, is just terrible to the point to where it's too many trigger happy people out there. Too many. Just ready and willing to pick up a gun and pull the trigger. As in this terrible case right here, you have this deceased lady right here. Her name was Maria Florinda Rios y Velasquez. She was 32 years old. And her family was her and her husband or whatever. They was like, I guess, a cleaning outfit. And they went to this house mistakenly. At least she did, okay? And I guess she knocked on the door and she got a not so friendly answer. Some idiot shot through the door, okay, and took this woman's life. All right. I'm gonna tell you something. I've had several people over the years here and there come to my house, you know what I'm saying? And some of them has been like under suspicious, pretenses. I had a feeling. Now, I was ready to take care of business if I had to, because they got this castle doctrine thing here. If somebody's trying to, break in your house or whatever, you have the right to use deadly force if you have to, But, I always was, quick to want to give them the warning. Get the fuck away from my door before something happened. Don't ever come back to this house again. Now, if they didn't listen after that, then, hey, you do what you have to do. All right. But just because I had people knock on the door, you know what I'm saying, may have gotten the wrong address or whatever, I'm not going to go and retrieve a firearm, you know what I'm saying, and just take these people's life. That is goddamn low down and evil. You see what I'm saying? And also, before I go any further, I want to say, condolences to the bereaved family for their loss. What a damn shame. I think basically with the environment here in this country, it is, they are against basically anybody that's of Latino descent. simply because of ICE. You got that whole situation going on, with deportations and everything. And they have already hitched immigrant onto this woman's profile right here, But here's the deal. Ever since this situation took place, now the prosecutor here in Indiana has like a problem filing charges. Let's watch this clip and let them tell us why. Check this out.
A member of a house cleaning crew is dead, shot in what appears to be a mistaken encounter. Police in Indiana say Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velasquez was shot and killed Wednesday morning when she tried entering the wrong home. Prosecutors have not yet decided whether to charge the homeowner, who police say pulled the trigger. This happened in Whitestown, a suburb of Indianapolis. And as Lana Zach reports, the state's self-defense laws may make it difficult to file criminal charges.
Él no hubiera hecho eso.
He's demanding justice.
Speaking through a translator, Mauricio Velasquez says he watched his wife Maria die Wednesday morning. According to police, the couple worked as a cleaning crew and accidentally tried entering the wrong home. She was shot by a single bullet fired through the front door of the house, killing the mother of four.
They should have called the police first instead of just shooting out of nowhere like that. He says it's not good what they did.
Police were called with a report of a home invasion, but they confirmed no one ever entered the house. The homeowner, who hasn't been identified, has not been charged. Prosecutors say the decision to file criminal charges won't be easy. Indiana is one of 31 states with so-called Castle Doctrine laws, allowing a person to use reasonable, even deadly force to stop what they believe is an unlawful entry to their home.
The statute's pretty clear. You have a right to use deadly force to terminate unlawful entry into your dwelling.
Similar cases have made headlines in recent years. In 2023, 16-year-old Ralph Yarl was shot in Kansas City when he went to the wrong address to pick up his younger brothers. The shooter, an elderly man, Andrew Lester, pleaded guilty to assault. The same week as that shooting, 20-year-old Caitlin Gillis was shot and killed in New York when the car she was in mistakenly turned into the wrong driveway. That shooter, Kevin Monahan, was convicted of second-degree murder. Prosecutors in the Indiana case will have to decide if the shooter was acting reasonably.
There's no real clear-cut winner on this. It's almost like a law school exam question. It's designed to have ambiguity.
No decision will be made on whether charges will be filed until next week. It's also possible that the case could be sent to a grand jury to decide. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Lana Zach.
Now, as you guys can see, the prosecutor is like having this problem with actually charging whoever was behind this door and pulled the trigger and took this woman's life, claiming like they thought that they were being, their home invaded, whatever. What's wrong with asking questions? Now, upon actually researching this particular story right here, I come across two other stories, which one I did back in May with the Chestertown official who shot a DoorDash driver. You see what I mean? Because he went to the wrong address. You see, I'm noticing a pattern right here, And what I want us to do is check out these particular two. Now, like I said, I already did one of them, but I'm using this video to establish what I'm going to say after we watch them. Check this out.
The Mesquite last weekend is recovering in a hospital.
Yeah, police have made no arrests and given very little information about the circumstances surrounding the shooting. It happened early Sunday morning just south of the Mesquite Metro Airport. The driver's family wants justice. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager spoke with the family today. Peyton.
Heather, and the DoorDash driver, he is awake and talking tonight in the hospital. He was shot multiple times. His family tells me he was able to stumble back to his vehicle and then use Siri on his iPhone to call 911.
He is the world to my nieces. So when we received that phone call, obviously, I just begged God not to take him in. He listened to me.
Sandra Garcia, thankful her brother-in-law, Manuel of Dallas, survived after being shot multiple times.
Manuel, a DoorDash driver, usually works overnight to make extra money for his wife and 3 young daughters. Now Garcia is trying to raise money for his recovery through this GoFundMe.
My sister's been with him since the moment he arrived at the hospital. Neither of the girls have been able to see either of them because obviously my sister won't be aside.
Early Sunday morning, just after midnight, Manuel was delivering food to a home on Birch Bend in Mesquite. Neighbors told Fox 4 earlier this week they heard gunshots and came outside to help.
I seen somebody leaning on their car, yelled at him, "Hey, are you all right?" He was like, "I've been shot 5 times. He was saying, I'm a DoorDash driver. The house he was in front of, they were also saying, "Hey, we were just waiting on our DoorDash."
4 days after the shooting, and Mesquite police still aren't releasing many details in this case, only saying no one has been arrested at this time. Investigators will not reveal what led up to the shooting or any possible motive. Manuel's family feeling the same way Thursday, wanting to wait to speak about what exactly happened when the investigation is complete.
All I can really say, it was the right house. That's all I can really say. It was the right house. He was just delivering an order, and yeah, and he was in doubt the victim.
And again today, we pressed Mesquite police here for any new information on this case. We asked them if they have talked to the people who live at the home where the food delivery was expected. They got back to me in an email saying they can confirm officers spoke with people at that residence immediately after the incident, but it's unclear if they did in the following days this week. But again, no arrests have been made in this case. Heather?
All right, Peyton Yeager live tonight. Thank you.
Tonight, newly obtained surveillance video reportedly showing the moment an elected official in upstate New York shot a DoorDash driver outside his home. The driver, who has not been publicly named, was attempting to deliver food to a house in Chester, New York, police say, when he became lost and unable to navigate using the app. They say he approached several homes asking for directions before arriving at the residence, seen here at a nearby address just before the shooting in a video obtained by News 12. State police say he then went to the home of New York Highway Superintendent John Riley, who is also a federally licensed firearms dealer. Another video obtained by News 12 reportedly showing the 48-year-old walking out of his house. The video appears to show Riley initially shooting into the side of his yard, yelling at the driver to leave as the DoorDash driver turned on his ignition. Go! Go! Moments later, firing toward the vehicle after the driver starts to reverse. Shooting once more as the victim drove off. Police say one of the bullets struck the driver in the back, causing serious physical injuries. Riley tonight out on bail, but facing felony assault and criminal weapon possession charges, according to state police.
Just shock, disbelief, disgust. I just can't believe that took place.
Chester Town Supervisor says the town board is holding a special meeting Tuesday morning to consider calling for Riley's resignation.
We can't fire him. We can't unappoint him. We can't put him on leave of any type. He's elected.
Riley did not return our request for comment. A DoorDash spokesperson saying, quote, "No one should ever fear for their safety just for trying to make deliveries in their neighborhood. We're devastated by the senseless act of violence and we're wishing the Dasher a full and speedy recovery."
This situation isn't representative of the town of Chester. We are good people. This is a complete outlier in terms of, how we treat anybody from outside the community.
Riley does not yet have a new court date scheduled. Shaquille Brewster, NBC News.
Now, what I'm ready to say is this. If you guys notice, all 3 of these people right here are of Latin descent, okay? Every last one of them, all 3 of them, okay? And I'm tying this to this, like I said at the beginning of the video, is deportation and ICE and all that kind of stuff. And these subs has declared open season on these people for basically just out here trying to make a living, DoorDash and what have you. That last video that we just watched, I did that video, like I said, 5 months ago, and that DoorDasher actually lost 2 feet of his intestines. Okay? 2 feet. Was it 2 or 12 feet? Something like that. I think of his small intestines. You see, just because a racist, you know what I mean, was looking for any excuse to pick up a firearm and aim it and bust caps at somebody when his life wasn't even in danger. And that's the same thing I say about this lady right here. You know, a lot of times when somebody ring your doorbell, what are you going to do? First thing you're going to do is look out the door, look out a window to see who it is, and you're going to ask questions. You're not going to tell me whoever that lives in this house in Whitestown didn't know that this woman was of Latino descent, okay? And when they saw that, they thought to themselves, here's a great opportunity to do my due diligence as a true patron of this country. Defend my country. If you understand what I'm saying. That's just my thoughts on it. You see, these shootings are by no coincidence at all, people. You see what I mean? Just like the one that we just watched, prior, where you had the man, he was a DoorDasher, shot 5 times. Why? Police asking questions, ain't found out who did it or nothing. You know what it is. So, message to, Latinos out there, y'all watch yourselves while y'all here doing your job, because hey, y'all got some evil white racist folks out there that's looking for any opportunity to do you in. And that's just basically what it all boils down to. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. That's if you can comment. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.